get started. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Have we started? Hold on. I think it's recording.
It says it is.
It looks like it's recording.
Cool.
Yep.
And then review. Perfect. Okay, cool. So then welcome everybody to our, we'll say first annual Nail Bling Queens holiday virtual ugly sweater Christmas party, whatever you want to call it. So for everybody, if anyone has a drink, feel free to cheers. Wish we could be in person. I started hosting in January. I had taken over with the help of some of our other leaders, our St. Louis regional trainings for the year. And we were doing them quarterly at the St. Charles Casino. What was that called? Anybody remember where we were at in St. Charles?
Was it a Maristar or no? That's not
correct. Yep. Melissa sent an image and I can't see it, but Melissa, I don't know what you sent. Maybe I'd have to it says to download. But anyway, so I had started hosting the months that we weren't there in person. I think we did one in January, and then we did one in April. No, we didn't. I think we just did it in January, and then we did a virtual one in April, I think, because the pandemic had hit. But in February or March, I had hosted local girls at my house for like the off months, and I was planning to do that monthly, and then the pandemic hit, and then COVID teaching and all that craziness, and that did not continue. So it's really great to see everybody's faces. So thanks for joining us. So I was going to start with, I wanted to share, it's a picture of your sweater, okay. I wanted to share, and before I forget, if you're wearing something festive, be sure you get a selfie because I'm gonna have my new fiance. He's gonna judge our ugly sweater or like festive outfit costume later, but I'll just have a post in the group where you can share a picture so that way if anyone hops on late, he doesn't miss it, and that'd be just a little bit easier. But I wanted to somehow do some like introductions, but I thought that we could just do it whenever, like if anyone volunteers to share like a business tip, and if you're kind of new and you don't really have a tip and you're just kind of here to like, you know, learn some people's names and faces and get some tips, whenever you introduce yourself, you can just share with us something that you love so far about the business, or you know, something that that you've enjoyed so far, so that way we can all just kind of do a quick intro. And I was going to start with a quick game that a lot of you have asked me about, which is a scavenger hunt, how I've done that, because that's one thing that helped me with my business during the pandemic, is a virtual scavenger hunt on Zoom whenever, because I love in-home parties, but I do tons of Facebook parties. So I had to get creative during the pandemic, and I was like, okay, what can I do that's fun, that's virtual? So I don't even know if I made it up or if somebody suggested it, I don't know. But anyways, I did some virtual parties just like this, where I had my hostess and her friends from her party join us, and I did some live games like virtual scavenger hunts. So I'm just gonna do that with you guys. We're just gonna do like 5 items, and that way you kind of get the hang of how I would do it if it were like my hostess, if I were doing it for her, just for like a game to do like prizes. And because I am going to do some attendance prizes, and I think I can see everybody at once here. I was worried that there might be too many people where I'd have to like scroll between screens, but I'm pretty sure we can do this for a prize since I can see everybody at once. You'll just have to make sure your camera's turned on. So the way it works is I would tell my hostess, like if we had a theme of her party, like for example, this is obviously a Christmas theme. So I'm going to, and it's kind of like a nail boss theme. So I'm going to choose 5 items that I'm going to say, okay, on the count of 3, everyone's going to leave your camera or your computer where it is, and you're going to go grab this item, and the first person to return and show the item on camera gets a point. So then I would write that person down, and then we do another item, and then whoever has the most points at the end would win, like you know, you could do a free set, you could do clear like a sleeve of Clear as Day, you know, like break it in half so that way you can kind of take advantage of how it comes with 2 sleeves. You could do twosies, you could do, you know, whatever you would want to do. So anyways, that's what we're going to do to start. And that way you can kind of see how I do it. And then maybe in the future, if you decide to do something like that with your own party hostess, you just kind of have an idea of something that you could do. And that's something that worked well for me. That was really fun. And it was cool because in online parties, we don't really get to interact with our guests. We get to see their names on Facebook, but we don't see them the way we see each other's faces here. So it was a lot of fun to kind of get to know girls better. So does that make sense how it works? I'm going to give everyone an item, but you have to leave. You can't like walk around the house with your computer or your phone, because the whole point is it's kind of like a race to grab that item first, and whoever gets back first and the first person I see hold up the item is going to get the point. Cool? All right, here we go. All right, I'm totally making this up as I go. So let's start with a Christmas item. Hold on, let me think. I want everybody on the count of 3. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, go. I want everyone to go grab an ornament and bring it back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Grab an ornament. Oh, I already see Becky. Becky is
way already.
Becky had it. Becky, was that in front of your face, or is the tree behind you, or what?
I'm sitting right in front of my tree.
Oh, that is hysterical. Okay, so Becky didn't even have to get up. So that point goes to Becky. And since you don't know what I'm going to ask you to grab, you never know what room. Because, like, I've had themes where I've had hostesses that, like, I've asked, okay, do you want to do something like the theme of the party? Do you want to do something like fun? Like if she and her girls are into like cocktails, I might have them grab a beer or grab like a bottle of wine or like, I don't know, a wine glass. Some of them want to like kind of have fun and be like just more ridiculous. Like I've had people go grab like a bra or like they've even, I think one time a hostess was like, do something crazy like a tampon or like something just that what people would laugh about. So you never know what room in the house would be best for you to be in. So, okay, so that was a Christmas thing. Next, let's do a nail related thing. How about, all right, on the count of 3, I want you to grab a twosie. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I think I saw Renee and Callie were like tied. So I'm gonna give the twosie point to Renee and Callie. And honestly, ladies, when I've done this with my hostesses, there's usually only like 10 people on at a time. So it's a lot easier. I like right now I'm looking at like 22 boxes at a time. But it's way easier when you have fewer people on. So usually it's not so crazy looking at everybody. All right, so let's do something related to our team. Ooh, this one might be kind of hard, and you may not even have anything. All right, on the count of 3, I want you to grab something with a crown, like Nail Bling Queens. 1, 2, 3, go. A crown, something with a crown. Anybody have something with their crown? Ooh, Andrea. Oh, but you know what? Liz and Andrea, that might have been tied because they both grabbed something with our team name. All right, I'll do the crown. I'll give that to Liz and Andrea. And we might have to do some kind of tiebreaker here. Oh, Angie grabbed Crown Royal. Oh, that's funny. Good one. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's my boyfriend's favorite. We've got that everywhere. All right. Everybody's.
Well, I'm at a bar, so.
Rachel?
Yep.
It's not your boyfriend, is it?
Oh, shoot. I mean, my fiance.
There you go.
Brett, I already called you the wrong name. He said he heard it. He didn't correct me. He said he was just letting me go. Okay, let's do another Christmas item. And again, you may or may not have one of these. Honestly, I'm surprised that I even have one, but I'm just a huge nerd. It looks like we're missing some people. Is Michelle and Callie back? I don't want to start the next one until
I'm here.
I don't want to start the next one if someone's still looking for the previous item because sometimes it takes a while. Okay, next item, I want you to grab something with an elf. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I was thinking of like Elf on the Shelf, but anything with an elf on it. Ooh, Becky won. And then I saw Callie after Becky. So Becky, is that an actual elf on the shelf, or is that like a doll, or what is that?
We have an elf on the shelf, but this was gifted just like a prize one of my kids won.
Huh.
So it's kind of like that, but it's really just a toy, I think,
Yeah.
that they've been playing with. So
That's so funny. I'm gonna check
Yeah.
that. Our elf is hidden. They leave at Christmas. See, I don't have a child. I just bought an elf last year because I thought it'd be a fun nail fee prop. Hey, Brett, you want to bring me Eleanor? So, yeah, sometimes we just,
My son is playing tag with my water bottle.
sometimes we do fun stuff with our elf. Thanks, Hunter. This is Eleanor. I got outfits for her. I had my VIPs last year vote on what outfits I should buy her. I just thought it was something fun. I don't know. Anyways, okay, last thing. So normally I ask the hostess like how many items she wants to do. For us, we'll just do 5, since we've got more stuff that we're planning to do. Let's do another nail related thing. How about okay, how about this? On the count of 3, Liz, why do I see you in 2 places? Oh my God. 2 different views. Okay, now I see you in
I was trying to switch back to my computer. So sorry.
That just really, really like
Sorry.
that really got me confused. Okay. Anyways, okay, this next one, I want everybody to grab just a full set of Color Street. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, I saw Megan first. Megan Van Ness.
Oh man.
Okay, so that's our 5, and it looks like Becky's the only one who has gotten more than 1. So Becky is going to be our scavenger hunt winner. Woo! Yay, Becky! And for tonight, ladies, I'm just going to do some surprise retired sets. So Becky, you'll have a retired set coming from me, and then everyone else, I'm just going to be writing names down, and I'm going to do some just attendance prizes. Depending on if people hop off or on, I may or may not do them live. I might just do them at the end as long as I can get everybody's names in my wheel. But anyways, does anyone have any questions about the scavenger hunt? It's super easy, like not really much prep other than just like asking your hostess if she has preferences on items, if she wants to play, or if she wants to be like the caller of the items, you know, she could really choose the items or whatever. But we have a lot of fun with it. And then what else I would do was, Jamie, I like your glasses.
Thanks, Adam.
Are you guys playing dress up?
We are in my closet.
But what else I would do on live after a scavenger hunt, I would just have like my stash out, and I would just show some examples of, you're welcome, Becky. I would just show some examples of like solids, glitters, like really popular ones, all the different things, like clear overlays. I would ask them like if any of you girls have like, hey, Heather, hi, you just missed the scavenger hunt. But I'm glad that you were able to join us. Don't worry, I'm doing some participation prizes too for more retired sets. So good. Did you have fun axe throwing? I can't wait to hear about it.
Yes, and I can already tell I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow.
I'm gonna be sore from ice skating tomorrow. I feel you. But anyways, on a live Zoom party, I would just ask if anyone has like any favorite nail colors that I could show them up close, or if they had looked online at certain colors and wanted to see like the set up close, I would do something like that. But other than that, it's pretty simple. But if there's no questions about that, then we can go ahead and hop into some business tips and introductions. So excuse me, why don't I start with, I want to make sure that everybody knows who like your other leaders are on the team. Oh, which, by the way, maybe I should introduce myself in case any of you don't know me. That's a little bit late, a few minutes late, but I guess, sorry. So anyways, if you don't know me, I'm Rachel. I am your senior executive director, or one of your senior executive directors. My upline, Danielle Yarber, is also a senior executive. She runs Team Nail Vibes Nation. And this semester, normally I would be way more active in our team group, Nail Bling Queens. COVID teaching with grad school, I'm in my last year of grad school, has been overkill this year, so I have been a little bit MIA. I've been present in our group chat every day, of course, but I haven't been doing as much as I normally would in the team group, so I apologize for that, but I wanted to make sure that you know who I am and that I'm here to support you however I can. And then my upline, Danielle, and Nail Vibes Nation has been doing a lot more this semester, which was perfect timing in her team group, so make sure you're in that group as well. But I wanted to make sure that you all know who your other leaders are, because most of you are also on another leaders team within my team, Nail Bling Queens. So it looks like Liz is here, Heather and Jamie are here. The only other senior director or above that I'm missing tonight is Ashley Short. So if you are under Ashley Short, her group is called Shorty Stylists. She had a death in the family, unfortunately, so she is with some family tonight, and so she wanted to let you know that she wishes she could have been here. But other than that, I wanted to make sure you got to meet your other executive and senior directors, and then we'll have everybody else pop in too. And if you have any business tips to share, or just kind of want to introduce yourself and let us know something you've enjoyed about the business so far. If you don't have any tip to share, that's fine too. So Heather, do you want to go ahead and start?
Sure thing. So, by the way, my ugly Chris sweater is my husband's. It's a wrestling shirt, but it lights up. So
Is that the one that
not as ugly as it can.
is that the thing that is your husband's that scared me a while ago?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Anyways, yeah, Heather, if you just want to do a quick intro, and then if you have any business tip or anything that you want to share that's your favorite thing about the business, feel free.
Sure. So I am Heather Lauderdale, and I am a middle school science teacher full time. So like Rachel, I have been navigating this whole remote learning thing and this 20K teaching and this stuff.
Heather, let me stop you for a minute. Heather, let me stop you.
Because that's what we do as teachers.
Heather, hold on a second. Is it cutting out for anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, Heather, are you like in a basement or somewhere without good internet? I just put it in the chat.
Let me see if I can go upstairs. Get down, Bubba.
Okay, well, Heather, I know I personally can't hear you. It's very, very spotty, so if you want to try to move somewhere else, we can have Jamie continue while.
It's broken over here too.
Okay, cool. Jamie, you wanna go ahead and go, and then if Heather gets back with us, then she can hop back on.
Hey guys, I'm Lewis, and I've been with Color Street for, I guess, going on 2 years already. And I was thinking today about what would be some business tips, or I was kind of reflecting on this year on what were like a couple of things that I thought were kind of game changers.
Is this better?
Keep going.
Yep.
Okay, and I thought of two things, and those two things were this year I started doing something called Stash Cash, because I watched a training with Lindsay Coco, where she was talking about like that whole idea of using Kohl's Cash, and like even though you don't need something from Kohl's, you want to go and spend it when you have it. And so I started using that in my business, and I found that a lot of people who earn that $5 of Stash Cash for the next month want to come back and buy, even if they don't need anything, because they don't want to waste it. So I think that's been a really thing. And the other big thing this year, I think, was when we made our own sneak peek groups.
For sure.
I remember being on that Zoom with Kelly France and Aaron, and like a light bulb went off. And I think having that was just a really pivotal part of this year.
100%. That's actually my business tip that I shared on Kelly France's party when she did the same thing. I told her that when she and Aaron, one second. Hey, Brett. We can hear you screaming from the other room. Brett's yelling at the TV about football or something. But yeah, I had told Kelly that that all of us that decided to do it, because I know Heather and you were on that call too, that we all were at first were like, dang, that'd be just another group to have to post in. But we just said we're gonna do it, and now it's like one of our favorite places to post, and we feel like, you know, anyone interested in the business, they want to be there, so we don't feel like we're spamming them, and we can just share our heart every day about business blessings. And so I am 100% in agreement with you about the sneak peek group. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie is another senior director, and Jamie's on Heather's team as well. So if you're under Jamie, then you're also under Heather. And so Heather, do you have internet again? Thank you, Jamie, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Can you guys hear me better now?
Not really. Try again.
I'm right next to the modem, so I don't know what is happening.
Want to try hopping off and hopping back on? That might help sometimes. Cool. Okay, so then Liz, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can. So I'm Liz. I actually, in January, I'll be 2 years. So it's super exciting. Didn't know that I'd be here right now, right? Once you started, especially with my slow start. But a big tip for me, I think, is just showing up in your VIP all the time and being personal with your group. I know that I've had a lot of my VIPs tell me recently, like, oh, just because we actually get to know you, like I started sharing my pregnancy and everything and being more open like halfway through, and people were like, I feel like I know you on a personal level opposed to just being my nail lady. So, and I know Jamie is like all about, you know, personal and showing like your side of things, and I think that once Jamie kind of talked more about that I started involving all that and branding myself, and it's really has worked to my advantage, honestly.
100%. And right now, ladies, Jamie, Liz, Ashley Short, and Heather, that was 4, not 5. Right, yeah. They're all doing some enrolling challenges between the months of December and January. And so whoever is your senior director, or if you're like under Jamie and Heather, then you have, you know, 2 places that you can enter. But right now, I know this past week, we've been focusing on interactive and personal posts in VIP groups. So be sure to check out those groups to see what the giveaway is. You just have to screenshot a daily interactive or personal post, because we want to make sure that we're not just nails, sell. We want to make sure we're giving our VIPs more than just that. So that's perfect. Thank you, Liz.
Welcome.
Heather, are you back?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
I think you're normal.
Yay! That's
Okay.
really weird. I don't know why I did that. So I'm in like the workout room of my in-laws' house. So it's where their modem is. So I'm sitting right next to it. We can't turn on the treadmill. Okay, so introduction. I am Heather Lauderdale. This is my 3.5-year-old Lucas, who always wants to be with mommy. So he's joining in too. Can you say hi? Hi. So I am a full-time middle school teacher, and just like Rachel and Jamie and anyone else who's a teacher, you know, we're all navigating this whole 2020 COVID remote teaching and the back and forth of it all. And it's a lot, but we are teachers and we do it because we just get through everything because we have to. So I joined Color Street January 25th of 2019. So I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary with Color Street. And I joined with Rachel because I saw how much fun she was having in this biz and the success that she was having, and I wanted in on that.
And because I stalked her and I kept telling her, you need to do this and you'd be good at this.
That too.
We used to do sales together, and we're going to share all about that on Wednesday morning for Connect the Dots. She and I are going to be on Connect the Dots together Wednesday morning, so we'll talk about our background together in sales.
I'm freaking out, y'all.
It'll be
Something that I guess I will share as a business tip, and especially right now during this holiday season, this last week or so, we haven't seen a lot of sales just because it's the holiday season, but that doesn't mean that we stop being consistent. Even when it's the holidays and we may not be getting sales, still posting and being consistent in our VIP groups and showing up is really important. So being consistent all the time, every day, because if our stores were brick and mortar stores and we had to turn a lock and open the door, we wouldn't just take time off from that, because that's how we would run our business. So we need to make sure that we're doing that as well.
Yep, consistency is key. And I'm actually taking notes, ladies, just so I can share later, like a reminder of all of the main points that everyone shared as a business tip. So feel free to take notes, but I am also doing that, as well as putting names in. Hi, Roy Boy, as well. So thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
So again, Ashley Short is another senior director or above who couldn't be with us tonight. So she may be another leader of yours who's just not here. So okay, so I guess I'll just kind of go ahead and like go in order that I see everybody to make things go smooth. Unless you personally, does anyone have to hop off here shortly that wants to share a business tip, or just kind of introduce yourself and say what you've enjoyed about the business so far? I don't want to skip anyone who has to hop off soon. Okay, well then, Andrea B, you want to go next? You're in my top left corner.
Well, hello, I'm Andrea B, or Andrea Bodney. Yeah, I don't know what to really say. I am a team leader. I am a former teacher, so kudos to all the teachers out there. You guys are amazing. I don't know how I would have done it in this current climate, so you guys are rock stars.
I still don't know how we're doing it.
Day by day, caffeine and wine, right? Oh man, okay. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary, colorversary, in July. Yeah, so it's been a crazy, crazy year. But I think my biggest tip is being authentically you, just being yourself, showing up. I have to echo that. One of the biggest things, I did a lot of firsts this year, because I felt like I needed to step up to the plate, right? I mean, it was a different year, had to change things up, and I thought, well, start sloppy, right? So I gave myself the permission to just try stuff. And I think that's another tip too, just to do it. Don't think about it.
And you have done so many cool things. Like, I just love watching in your VIP group, like the cool stuff that you come up with. And like, just, I can tell sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm just going to try this, or like do something on the fly. And I really admire that about you, that you try so many just fun things. And so it inspires me to, step it up and try more fun things with my VIP.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm going to start blushing. But just the one thing before I hop off here, because everybody has something to bring to the table. One thing, I did like a live sale with the spin the wheel thing, because I am a fan. I love Monica Arce, right? Okay, serious fangirl over here. But anyway, so I loved her wheel. I thought I need one. We did that, and I had my family come on, and they helped me. My kids, we have 3 kids. My husband is my oldest. But so I guess I have 4. Anyway, but I had like my kids reading the set names, going through and showing the sets. If you have a family, I would say bring them on camera. I had so much great feedback of how they love seeing the family doing this together.
For sure.
So I would just say, don't be afraid, step out and let yourself loose, turn yourself loose.
And knowing that, I love how you say start sloppy, and knowing that trying something new does not necessarily mean it's going to be successful, and it's okay if it's not. I mean, people look at me and they think that, oh, well, you're a leader, so that means you're successful. Well, I try stuff in my VIP group all the time. Like, I'll offer a sale and I have 0 takers, but I'm just like, oh, whatever, I guess I didn't like that. And then maybe later they might, or I just try something else and sometimes it goes better. So don't think that if you try something new and it's a fail that first time, don't get discouraged. Just try something else or try it again later.
Amen to that.
And if you don't have kids, that is okay, because you can use your dog and you can use your parents. So I don't have children yet, or your fiance. So I involve all them. I don't have my own kids. I do sometimes. I have involved Eleanor. So just use who and what you got. So thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. All right, who else we got? Renee and Jess.
Hi.
Hi, girlfriends.
Okay, I am Renee Kurtz. I am a school counselor at Collinsville High School. I just started in like the super end of April, so really May.
And you're our team leader, so
I am loving this. And I am like so not the girl, like I don't know how to do my hair or my makeup, or obviously like know what to wear, but my nails are always cute and I can do them. So I feel like
I
that's
can't
been
do my hair or makeup either. Thankfully, Jamie had some makeup for me, and we've been practicing that. But this is what my hair always looks like, so I feel you.
I feel like it's been a real selling point for me, though. People are like, "Well, shit, if Renee can do them, and I'm super cheap," they're like, "Okay, like if she can do them and she buys these things, like." So, I guess my tip, I don't know. I'm a super extrovert, and so I love connecting with people. And so reaching out to people individually, I think, has been huge.
Oh, yes.
And also just, I kind of came at it from a point of like extra trying not to be salesy and just slapping these things on everybody and like, please don't buy them from me. That's not what I want to do, but can I please do your nails? And so I take my personal stash everywhere and like all my open ones, and I just offer to do everyone's nails to be nice as like self-care in 2020 at work and everywhere I go. And I feel like it's working, because then they're like, there's no pressure, and they're like, wow, these are super easy, and they're actually really
because when you hand the sample to someone, it's the whole getting them to take the time to put them on, and are they going to put them on correctly, right? So when you do it for them, and then for me, when I put them on people, I double them. I'll take one end of it and I'll flip it over and show them how cool it is. Like, hey, if you want to double, because I always double my glitters because my tips last way longer. But then, I tell them, if you don't want to double them, you can put it on another nail. But I usually double them because then they see the lasting time frame even better. So yeah, taking that advantage and doing it for them is super smart.
All right, and I am Jess. I am an elementary school secretary, so I run the school.
Totally.
And I started selling Color Street. Renee finally talked me into it, like the very end of August, beginning of September. I just kept buying and buying and buying and buying and loving them. And
from her?
From Renee. Yeah. And she was like, hey, you've bought enough to have like 3 kits by now, so let's just do this.
She brought all her friends to my group. She was like posting them all over Facebook more than I am. I'm like, you're already selling them.
I'm writing that down as a business tip to let girls know how much they've already spent.
Oh yeah.
Because then they start to think of it as, well, crap, I'm spending a lot of money on this stuff, So that's really
getting the commission on it.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, especially if someone has spent $300 already with you, you could tell them you would have already bonus qualified. You would have made $75 in commission, these hostess rewards. So that's a really great recruiting method too. But I mean, it clearly is helping that person too, with their own addiction or problem or obsession, whatever you want.
Well, and to talk her into doing a nail bar, I gave her, like, I had a party started that I was like, hey, I already have like some host credits starting, like, no pressure, but like if you want them, you're already going to get some free nails, and like if you just want to like see if anyone wants, you know what I mean. And then she obviously rocked her nail bar and sold like on top of that like $1,000 in a week, and I was like, you already have a VIP group, so
dang. Yeah. Love it.
So that worked out.
Perfect.
And then something that I have done pretty much since I started selling, when I message people, I don't ask if I can send them a sample. I say, hey, I'm going to send you a sample. What's your address? I don't even put it out there for them to tell me no.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
that's what I do too in my parties. Like if I'm tagging people in like the Try It Tuesday or the sample post, I just tag them and say, PM me your address or fill out this sample request so that I can send you a sample. It's not question mark, do you want
Yep.
one? Or like, can I send it? It's I'm going to send you this, so therefore I need your address. And they're just like, okay, I'll take something free.
Yep.
Perfect. Love
Yeah.
it. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
I think Melissa Folk is next.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. Hopefully you can hear me. I have my teacher mic on because my husband always tells me to use my big girl voice. I don't have a voice that carries, and I
love
just
your
get.
sign behind you.
Thanks. I bought it, and it was mid COVID, but I spent a lot of time creating it. It's actually in Vistaprint. There's 3 different nail fees, and then my business card on the bottom. That's one of the things that I love about Color Street is creating all the fun things. I like doing the graphics and stuff. I am a teacher as well, but I am a teacher at a juvenile facility for the last 19 years or so. I've been teaching at a court-ordered program for kids who have been in trouble.
And where is that at?
It's in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
I live about a half an hour away from Cleveland.
Okay.
So I get at-risk youth. I get the kids that you probably don't want in your classroom. And for the last 2 years now, I've been at the shelter part. So I get emergency placement kids who maybe have been runaways, there's domestic violence issues, or different things like that. So
bless your heart. Thank you for doing
thanks.
that.
Math is my jam, but I usually end up covering all the core subjects while the kids are there. And I also teach part-time at the local community college because I missed teaching traditionally. Because in the job that I have with kids coming and going and coming from school districts and going back to their school districts, it just ends up me just facilitating and being more of a mentor and a helper versus a teacher. And I love teaching. So I decided to teach part-time at the local community college too.
Cool.
So my friend Amy had a party with Renee, and she decided to become a stylist. And then it was during Amy's like launch party. I'm like, sign me up. This is fun. I too, just like Renee. I mean, I think, we were probably kindred spirits. I'm not a hair and makeup girl. Never been a nail girl. I've tried with the polish. I even bought the little nail, whatever you call it, to do the gel nails at home and stuff like that.
I did that too.
And yeah, even though you might not get the smudging, it takes freaking forever to get them to cure. It's not like at the salon where it's, 5 seconds and zip, you're done. And I don't have time to play around with that kind of stuff. So just like, forget it. I'm just not going to be a nail girl either. And I had given up on it. And so when I got my first sample from Renee from Amy's party, I was like, wow, sign me up. Even if it was just to get that, again, 25% off my own orders. And that was the end of July. So I've only been in it 5 months, but I am loving it. I'm loving being able to do the Facebook parties. And right now it's kind of a nice way to get your feet wet, is not have to worry about doing all the in-person and worrying about, am I going to stumble over my words and I don't know all the answers yet or not. So it's a party. So if somebody asks me a question, I don't have to respond to them until I know the answer. If I don't already know it.
And so honestly, a lot of people never do in person. Like my upline, Danielle, she's a senior executive with a team of over 1,000 girls. She has never done a vendor event. She's never done an in-home party. She was asked like to come to someone's house for like a girls' day once, and that's it. But she's very successful without doing anything in person. So that's what I love, is that you get to do it how you choose to do it. So if that makes you nervous, you don't have to do it. If you want to get your feet wet online first and then try some later, you can. So I'm glad that you're loving it so far, though.
Yeah, so I really don't have many tips. One thing that I've done in my VIP group that they loved was I tried one of the Battleship games.
Oh, yeah.
But I did it kind of live in a way where I didn't go live, but when I posted the Battleship board, they would comment a square, and then I would uncover that square. I did it in Canva. So I would take off the nail that was covering it
Mhm.
and show them if it was a hit or miss. And
Oh,
so the
neat.
person next would already see that. And so it was
And so
like,
you created that in Canva. Yeah,
right.
because you said that's one thing you enjoy is the
Mhm.
creating.
Yeah, I love doing the
Neat.
graphics and
Yeah.
stuff. And so then it just like blew up. I mean, everybody was guessing, and it's like, okay, the hint is to wait to see, if the best one was a hit or miss
Uh-huh.
kind of stuff.
For sure.
But it was super fun and they loved it. And I did the same thing doing on one of the launches when it was some new sets.
Mhm.
A hangman, and so there was blanks, and then they would guess a letter and I would either put it in the box, and it was kind of reverse hangman. It was a snowman, so the snowman was melting, so I would take a piece away from the
Oh,
snowman
cool.
if they guessed the letter and it was wrong, and if it was right, then I would fill it into the blanks. And it was the 3 retiring shades, I believe it was, that they restocked for us.
So did you
And
actually create that whole hangman thing, or did you find it in a group, or
nope,
what?
I did it in Canva too. So again, I
Oh.
see ideas and then it's like, how can I do that? Because some of the stuff, it's like, I like their idea,
Uh-huh.
but how can I personalize it?
Yeah.
Like with this, how can I be able to add to the graphics or do something different? So I just end up creating my own.
Awesome.
So
Well, if
that
you're
was something
ever willing
that
to
worked
share,
well.
I'm sure the team would love to see some of that stuff, because I know
Sure.
I like to like be creative, but I'm not very talented with it. Like I can make a simple like pretty like verbiage graphic, but I can't
Mhm.
do anything with anything other than words really. So yeah, feel free to share if you're done, like if you've finished something
Mhm.
and you don't mind sharing in the team group. I'm sure everybody would love to see that.
Sure.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Megan Van Ness.
Sorry, I had to find the unmute. Hi, I'm Megan. I am a former teacher turned elementary school counselor in central New York State, so nowhere near New York City. I've been with Color Street since end of April, beginning of May. Signed up under Ashley and on Andrea's team, which was really great for me. And I guess my 2 things would be I think the biggest thing is showing up as just who you are. And that for me was like what made me want to sell Color Street, is because Ashley's like the way she did a party, maybe like, oh, that's my style. Like I like that. I liked her level of energy versus maybe somebody else. So that for me was a big deal. And my biggest tip then would be just, for me, I just kind of learned to just show up, even when I'm not wanting to show up. I typically am a hair and makeup kind of girl. Like if I'm not in school, then I'm not, but usually I'm always hair, makeup, jewelry. I grew up in Las Vegas. Like I like all the glittery things. And I would never take pictures before unless I had all that done. And I have totally learned just show up no matter what I look like. Posted pictures from Christmas, still my pajamas, never showered that day. And so that would be my number 1 tip, because I think for some people that made it a little bit more relatable, like, oh, you don't have to be the hair and makeup girl and you can still, just be real. So just show up.
Yes, 100%. Thank you, Megan. Ashley Albers.
Hi guys, so I'm Ashley and I am a senior stylist under Andrea. I joined October of 2019 and it was just one of those, well, I'll do it for the discount and just kind of see what happens, and it's been beyond anything I could have ever pictured for it to become. I love it. But I guess my biggest tip kind of rolls into with what most people are saying, and just going and being your authentic self. And just, I found that including my VIPs, including my girls in stuff that happens in my life has been huge. So anytime I have a big event, like I had my 1 year with Color Street in October, I did a retired set auction. So that gave them a chance to kind of celebrate with me and then get a chance to get sets that they may have missed previously, or just that, sets that were their favorite that retired. So that turned out to be a huge hit. My girls loved it. Also things like, I just had my 10-year wedding anniversary in September. So I did a big set sale for my anniversary, and I did a thing for my birthday. And I did a couple big things over the summer for stuff celebrating with my kids. So I say just include your VIPs as much as you can in everything that you can. So if you have something big that happens in your life, share it with them and make it a huge deal for them too, because that it works and they like being a part of your life too, just as much as you like learning about them.
For sure. Thanks, Ashley. Renee says, we've been drinking and we have another tip. Okay, Renee. I'm having a champagne too. Renee, what was your other tip? Are you gonna say drink with your VIP?
Every time you say Color Street, drink.
Oh God.
No, we did a really fun thing. So Renee and I are really good friends, obviously. But we did a really fun thing between our VIP groups. We put out an invitation in each of our groups and invited them to a new group, and we did battle of the VIP groups.
Ooh.
And did that Friendsgiving girls night in. And so if you've got somebody on your team that you're really close with, it was a really fun thing to pull all of our people together and have everybody interacting. And we had prizes for the winners of the battle, and then prizes for the losers too. So,
but the losers didn't know they were getting anything until we actually did that. But
wait, so were you two the winner? Was one of you a winner?
We did our team, our VIP groups against each other. So we counted out who commented the most, and we played games and we did the whole girls night in. But it was each VIP group was playing to win $5 in stash cash. So I just felt like it made them way more interactive and way more they wanted to join. People I feel like that wouldn't always join my girls' night in wanted to, because it was we built it up as being this super competitive thing of who is the best VIP group. And
that's fun.
That's
super fun because for January, just started the year, I'm planning to do as many parties as I can in January, but I'm gonna do a battle of the hostesses just because I've got some master stuff going on still that I'm trying to finish in January, and so I'm gonna do a battle of the hostesses. But that'd be a really cool idea to kind of start off the new year with a battle of the VIP groups too. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
And I want to learn more about the battle of the hostess thing, and that's kind of where we got it from, even though we've never done that. So,
okay. Well, if no one else shares that as their tip at the end, just remind me, and I'm happy to share that. And when I do mine in January, because I already have a date, I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, you guys are all welcome to come observe too. Just remind me.
That'd be awesome.
Because I will forget.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Kristen H. We don't hear you yet.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yep. Kristen H.
Yes. Okay. My name is Kristen Hartman. I'm from Nebraska, and I started in July of this year. And I don't really have a whole lot of tips, but I have my husband's part of my VIP group, and he likes to make some smart ass comments sometimes.
Brett, you hear her? Come here. Come here. We have a tip about husbands, and you're a future one, so come listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he usually makes some smart ass comment in a comment, or makes fun of me, and the people find that humorous. So I think that just gets them talking and commenting and involved because they appreciate it.
Yeah. In VIP groups, the husbands and fiancés, right? Fiancés count.
Yeah.
Getting involved on the posts and commenting and posting stuff in the VIP group. He says he'll keep it in mind. No, he won't.
Yeah.
He hates social media. He won't post anything. I had to make him change his profile picture when we said we were engaged on Facebook, because his picture was from literally 5 years ago, and it was a screenshot of an Instagram picture. And I was like, so I had to make him change it to us. So anyways, but yeah, that's adorable. I know my upline also, her husband will sometimes actually post in the group a picture of him carrying a bunch of nail mail to the post office, huge delivery, and everyone thinks it's so cool that the husband's involved. So I agree, that's awesome.
Yeah, humor goes a long way. Make fun of yourself or make fun of like stupid things I'll post those and people find
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
Good.
memes are awesome. I think what did I do yesterday? I had a picture. It was like, this is how I feel every year on December 26th, and it was a blow up Santa, but he was like deflated in a yard because every year we're all so tired after the holidays. So yeah, anything like, because that got a bunch of interaction too. Anything funny, people are gonna definitely relate to, and even if even if that's not like a sales post, the more that they relate to you, the more that when you do your nail fees post and your sales later, they're gonna be more likely to want to buy from you if they're like, oh yeah, that's that funny nail girl. Yeah, I'll buy something from her. Yeah, for sure. Jamie said, love that idea. Brad better step it up. That's funny. Thank you, Kristen. Jan.
Hello. So my name is Jan Glover. I'm a senior stylist, and I'm directly under Rachel. My 1-year colorversary was also in October. Probably the most fun thing I got to do this year, and I'm going to do it again as soon as I can get it put together, is the end of November, beginning of December, friend of mine who sells Pampered Chef. I wanted to get some Pampered Chef from her because I wanted them for Christmas gifts. And I said, hey, Susan, what do you think if we do a combined party? I said, I'll do a Color Street party, you do a Pampered Chef party, we'll do it all on one page. And she posted and I posted, and both of our parties was well over $750.
Okay, what?
Yeah, it went well. So she had people that were buying from my party in Pampered Chef that were even just her regular customers. Yeah. And then I had customers buying Pampered Chef and nails too. So it really worked out great. And she was thrilled that I thought of her to include her. So I'm going to do that some more. And it's all about sharing the business and boosting each other up. The pub down the street from us this month and next month and into February, they're having, since the bar can't open, they're having marketplace sales on the weekends. And I was there last weekend. I was there again today. I even sold today to a current Color Street stylist, although she says she's kind of not doing too much right now, but she goes, oh, I don't have some of these. So she came in and bought some from me. And it's so sweet because the owner of the bar, I said, oh, I want to get in on this. And I said, how much is the fee? She said nothing. It's small business helping small business. I was just put to tears because of it. And I just think it's wonderful. So if there's ever a situation you can get yourself into an open market like that, do it, because it was a lot of fun. Last weekend I did over $265 worth of business. It was a lot of fun. But do the combined parties. I wouldn't do too many different vendors at the same time on the same party. My daughter now sells Scentsy, and she was involved with one that had like 5 different vendors, and it was too much.
Yeah.
So if you do maybe just 2, I wouldn't even go more than 3. But it was really
cool, Jan. I don't know if you guys did it, but I know that I've seen graphics with like Zaya workout gear with like matching Color Street nails. So if it's really just like 1 or 2 different products, we could take like a Color Street Girls Night In that's like a cooking theme and somehow make it merge with Pampered Chef, or Color Street with, I don't know, whatever else that's like a direct sales. We could find something with our graphics groups to kind of make it mesh together. So then it wouldn't be so overkill with, like you said, too many different types of
right. And I've got a Zaya agent consultant that I'm probably going to do a party either just with her. She's going to do a Battle of the Hostess thing, so I don't know if she'll want to put Color Street in on it too, but I would love to do a combined party with her too. But pick out Scentsy or Pampered Chef or 31 or Tupperware, even any of them, and do a combined party, and you'll get 2 groups of people. You'll have maybe 10 or 15 people off of your group, but you've got her 10 or 15 people also, and you put them all together, you get some good interaction. It was a really good move, and I'm real happy it worked out well.
I love that. Thank you, Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Krista.
Hey, sorry. Let's see, tip wise. Oh shoot. You put me on the spot.
You don't have to give a tip. You can just give us a quick intro and what you've loved about the business or something like that.
Okay, so my name is Krista Tinsley. I have been with the company since March, middle of March. I'm a senior stylist, about ready to hit team leader.
So close. I'm so excited.
I'm really close. Let's see. I don't know. I think somebody mentioned this earlier. Bring yourself to the group, your personality, let that shine through. I'm a very introverted person. I struggle to get past that. And I don't think a lot of people see how funny I can actually be. I tend to bring my sense of humor, as odd as it can be sometimes, to my group, and my VIPs seem to love it. So that's my piece of advice. Sorry, my child is screaming in the background.
No worries. Authentic.
Yeah, so that's probably my piece of advice. And then just, I don't know, be real with them. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I work full-time. I'm in grad school part-time, and now I do this as well. And I try to remind them that if I can do all of this, they can too.
I didn't know that you worked full-time.
I do.
I guess that you had, for some reason, I thought that you were just staying home with your kids at the moment, or recently.
I have one at home.
Okay.
And then, as I think I've mentioned this before in the team chat, I actually have had two. Lost one a little over 2 years ago. And I watch a few other kiddos from my house.
Got
So
it.
it gets a little chaotic around here when I've got 3 kids under the age of 3.
Yeah.
But if I can do it, anyone else can.
For sure.
With as much as I've got going on. But that's what that's my advice. I know I keep rambling because this is what happens when I get nervous.
No worries. Thanks, Krista.
Yeah.
Erica.
Hey, so my name is Erica. I joined in the beginning of November under Rachel. I work with her at Belva West. Melissa, I think it was, you worked with the at-risk youth. I was in the self-contained BD classroom until this year with COVID and everything. So I get what it's like to work with difficult teenagers. I don't really have any tips because I am so new, but I've been having fun. I have twin girls that are 15, and they're actually sitting to either side of me. One of them is working on a diamond painting, and the other one is using paint markers to decorate her portable charger. So they're both kind of crafty. And then I have an older daughter that's 17, and she's never home now. So, but anyway, always enjoyed having nice nails and just can't afford it with having 3 teenage girls. So this is a perfect fit.
Good. I'm so glad you joined. And she was so unexpected too. Randomly one day she was just like, hey, so like, I kind of want to know more about joining. And I was like, you do? She hadn't even bought for me in a long time. So yeah, you never know when your next teammate is going to randomly come out of the blue. So I'm so glad you did. You've been rocking it. Thanks, Erica. I think I have everyone's name in to do a giveaway. I've been trying to put everyone's name in. So let's go ahead and do a free set for everybody just hanging out with us. And then we'll move on to Maria. Maria, I love your last name. Every time I see it, I'm like, I want a Ferrari. Just saying. But anyways, let me go ahead and do a wheel for, oh, hold on, wait. Holiday launch retired set. I totally called this. Oh, never mind. This is an old VIP one. 1 second. Ugly sweater party giveaway. I was going to say I totally named that wrong. Okay. Who wants a free retired set? How about Jan? Jan and your pup. up. You're our next winner. I'm gonna do some more too, so there'll be more winners. Congrats, Jen.
Yay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maria.
Hello, so I'm Maria. As Rachel said, my last name's Ferrari, and yes, that is totally how my husband won me over. I did tell him if we ever get divorced, I'm keeping the last name, so he's just kind of SOL on that. I do not have too many tips. I just started December 1st, so I am very, very fresh, very new, and with all the mail, I just got my box last week, actually.
Oh my gosh.
It's been interesting. It's been a challenge. From having other groups, though, I do know that like scheduling is a must. If you're on a laptop, you can schedule posts for a month and a half out. If you do it from a mobile device, it's only 3 weeks.
Whoa,
So,
I did not know that.
yeah, just keep that in mind if you're scheduling things, and that has been great. Also, if anybody needs or wants graphics, I'm happy to help there too. I spend a lot of time just dabbling on Canva myself. I work shift work, and sometimes the 12 hours are very long and slow, and I have some free time to fill.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks, Maria. Glad to have you. Becky A. Becky, did you share a tip yet? You just won something, right? You were just our winner.
Yes, I was. Thank you so much, by the way.
You're welcome.
I'm Becky Albers, and I still feel fairly new, although I'm not as new. I signed up the very end of July, so I think I started in August is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest thing that I have told myself is to have fun.
Yeah.
And so like the minute that I'm not having fun, then I need to do some self-check and revamp, what I'm doing in my VIP, or talk or do some sort of motivation, or or talk with my team leader or something, right? But the minute I'm not having fun, slow down and then take a breath. But it has not been that case at all. I am totally having fun. And when you have a good team for support like this, the ideas keep flowing. So there's always so many things to try and do. Really, when you feel like you run out, or like you're running out of energy, or you're running out of excitement, or your ERPs are not interacting as much, I promise you there is something always to find and do that they will love. And I know that people have already hit this on the head so many times and talked about how important it is to, be yourself and continue to show up, being consistent. But really, you've got to have fun doing it too. And so that's for me what it's been all about. And I am totally loving it.
100%. I'm glad that you said that, because I know last February, whenever I went to our leader summit in San Antonio, I was asked to sit on our enrolling panel because of, I guess, how many stylists I had enrolled. There were like 6 of us that like shared about recruiting and enrolling, and I honestly didn't know what to say. So I reached out to all my personal enrollees at the time, and I said, can you share a little bit about why you joined my team? And a lot of them just said, we saw how much fun you were having, and it made us want to do it too. And so having fun obviously is going to be for you. You want to have fun. You're not going to enjoy it if you're not having fun. But also, it's also a recruiting tool, because nobody wants to join the people that aren't having fun. It's like little kids on the playground, right? They see someone having fun. They're like, ooh, let's go play that game, right? So when you're having fun, other people are like, that looks fun. I want to join that too. So that's another like little recruiting tip too. If you didn't realize, other people are watching, and if you're having fun, that's planting a seed like, oh, maybe I want to do that too. So glad you touched on that. Thank you, Becky. Holly, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to let everybody know that this squid that's right here is not my squid. We are on vacation, and this would not be above my bed. So just want to let you know, you've been looking at that all night long. I'm Holly. This is Izzy. You want to say hi? Hey. Hey, we were having a meltdown, so she came to hang out with Mom. I am a high school math teacher by day, mom of 3 as my full-time job, and then high school math teacher, and then we sell Color Street, right? Yeah, okay. And tips from Holly, I would say we've already talked about consistency being the key. And I mean, like, I try to be so consistent in my VIP group that I'm almost predictable. And sometimes it's too predictable because I just had a VIP call me out on my VIP page and said, you haven't had a flash sale. I'm looking for that. And I was like, yeah, I'll put that together. I'm on vacation right now, but I'll get that done for you. So, and then another thing, just, I know I was talking with Jamie and Angie, and I think Heather one day, and the topic was do it scared. I mean, sometimes you just have to, you know, go out there and, I know everybody said try to do things, but especially when you're talking about enrolling and talking to people about enrolling, and sometimes you just have to just throw it out there and see what happens and see what you're going to get back. And the more you talk about it, the more natural it becomes to actually have those conversations with people.
Yeah, 100%. Because I know for me at the beginning, I was like so nervous to talk about enrolling. And then once I started having those conversations, like once I started with like Heather, like, hey, that nail fee is awesome. Have you ever thought about doing this? Like it's literally 2 years in, I don't get nervous to ever have that conversation anymore, because to me it's I do it so much, like bring it up to people so much that it's not scary anymore. But it was in the beginning, so it's okay to be scared. Krista said use polls to ask your VIPs what they want to see, for sure, and what they would like to see as prizes for purchasing. I love that, Krista. That's a huge one too. Even like I think the most recent poll I did was what's your favorite of our new winter collection? What was that called? Chill Out collection? Because I said I want to be able to stock up on those. And I'm glad I asked, because my favorite was I Want Scandy, and their favorite was not even Dallas Darling. Dallas Darling was the #1 company-wide, but my VIPs love the navy one. Peru? Something about Peru.
Blue
Blue
and Peru.
Thank you. So I'm glad I asked them, because I was stocking up on Scandy for myself, and I really needed to be stocking up on Blue and Peru. So yes, for sure, polls and asking what they want to see, and yes, do it scared. Thank you, Holly, and happy birthday. Jessica Trout.
Hey y'all, I'm Jessica. I'm the one that always makes the inappropriate comments. If you follow the team chat. Some of you are laughing because you're like, yeah, we know.
And memes. You make some fun memes. You will laugh.
But so I am from St. Louis. I am a social worker by training. I actually do more of the policy side of social work. So very interested in like all the stuff that people usually glaze over with like
policies and procedures.
No, like politics. I love politics.
I know. I thought you said policies.
Well, yes, but like how to make policy for politics, like bills.
Oh, got it. Okay.
The legislature. Yeah, all that. I'm just like, let's go. Come on, let's do it. Who wants to do a policy analysis? I'm game. Yeah, I'm that weirdo. So
it's on your head. I can only see ears. Oh, that is hot. I love that. I have a headpiece that I should have put on that Brett's mom gave me. I'm gonna have him bring that to me. Continue.
Oh, you're fine. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I've been with Color Street since last October. Currently a team leader. I don't think I have anything like original. Somebody did say like get drunk with your VIPs, and apparently that's what some of my enrollees remember. So I guess it worked. At the beginning of me being a stylist, probably a few months in, I went out for margaritas and I had too many. And so I sat in my car trying to sober up, and I did a live. And it was a bad date story that I told them after drinking a lot of margaritas.
Were you on a date when you were drinking margaritas? Oh, okay.
this was just like a past bad date.
Because that would have been really good if you would have like gotten in your car and been like, all right, girls, I just got done with the worst date.
And that's why I'm drunk. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, that came up among all of my enrollees. So
your
that,
enrolling tip, your recruiting tip is to drink and go live.
I mean, it was memorable.
We all have something different that works for us. You know, your VIPs, you know, they might be into that.
I do think the be yourself piece that people said earlier, I mean, I think that's a piece of who I am. I mean, I try not to be like overly political or overly inappropriate, but showing a little bit of those pieces of me, I think is like keeps it fun.
Yeah.
The only other stuff that I would say, which isn't like super earth shattering, Renee. Wait, Renee, aren't you both already there? Didn't you say you had like drank enough that you wanted to go again?
Yeah, they're enjoying some wine together.
I'm not drinking tonight. I can prove I'm not an alcoholic.
I hadn't planned to, but Ryan and Allie gave us this bottle of champagne. We just saw them today ice skating, and it was like an engagement present. Of course I had to.
But the other one is, yeah, parties. So like if you're
Thank
new.
you.
So if
you have a round of applause for the parties, because if you don't know yet, you gotta have we are a party planning business. So Jessica, you may continue, and I will probably continue more after that.
Parties. But yeah, like if you're new or like just like kind of struggling, I think like the biggest thing is like be reaching out individually for parties, asking for parties. I'm always surprised at who will do a party. And everyone has the opportunity to say no. So I think I used to be like kind of scared of like just messaging people that they'd think I was annoying. But I tell people no all the time when they ask me to do a pampered chef party, because I sell Color Street and don't want to sell for other people. So yeah, I don't know. That's not earth shattering. Most of you are like, duh. But
no, but I think that a lot of stylists really, because parties, I don't know, it's so much easier to just have your VIP group, do your thing in your VIP group, and then try to tiptoe around not doing parties. And I think a lot of stylists try to do that. And the whole virtual office part where you can click on parties, it's not there because it's like, oh, if you want to do parties, it's there. Come here, Kaiser. It's there because we're a party planning business, and that's how we are successful, and that's how we get new customers. This is my dog. He's my baby. Say hi, Kaiser.
I love Kaiser.
So yeah, parties are, that's how you reach new customers. People tell me all the time, or people ask me all the time, my family, my boyfriend / fiance, they always ask me, so how do you know that lady? Like, I have a customer named Janet, who many of you know my Janet, because she's like my best customer, kind of crazy about everything. And people ask me, where'd you find her? And I'm like, a party. And they're like, you don't even know her? She bought me a Bath and Body Works candle and like soaps for Christmas. She's never met me in person. I know her from a party, but she feels like she connects with me after a party, just joining my VIP group. So the way you expand your network is people inviting their friends and family to their parties. So that's why they're so important. So thank you, Jessica, for touching on the parties, because I feel like we can never talk about that enough. And I feel like so many people are scared to ask people to do parties. But remember that when you're offering people a party, you are doing them a service. Like reaching out personally, I send voice clips. Oh my gosh, this chat New Year's Eve sounds like everybody look at the chat. So for parties, I reach out and send a voice clip, and I start with like a thank you or some kind of compliment about like a nail fee they recently post, or like a thank you for their support and all their recent orders. And then I go into I would love to help you earn some free sets by doing a party for you. And I let them know it's super easy. You know, all you have to do is invite your friends and family. I'll create the group and do most of the work. You just have to interact. And I get a lot of people to agree to do them because I start with, you know, some kind of compliment or thanking them. And then I let them know I'd like to help them earn free sets. And who doesn't want to get free nails, right? This chat, oh my gosh. So thank you, Jessica. All right, where are we? I think we're at Angie. And people keep getting out of order. My boxes keep moving. Wait, Michelle? Wait, hold on. My boxes just totally keep going in different orders. Hold on. Michelle P, have you gone yet?
No, no, I haven't.
But I don't know why Renee and Jess keep like moving. It's really weird. What are y'all doing? It's the wine. Okay.
It's when people hop off and on.
I know, but it's okay. I guess everyone's shifting. I guess. Okay, Michelle, yeah, because Holly already went, but now Michelle's before Holly. So I don't know how that got. Anyways, Michelle, and then Angie.
So if you guys have been staring at me, I've been running around chasing my toddler because he thinks it's not time for bed yet. Now my husband has him, and now he doesn't want to go to bed. So, but I am new. I've been part of Andrea's team since the middle of October. I am way too busy, and people are like, why in the world are you taking on one more thing? I work full time. I'm the director of operations of my church, and we also have a school. I also have a husband who owns his own business, and I live in Alton, so it's like northeast of St. Louis.
Alton, Illinois.
So, yeah. Alton, Illinois. So I'm about 30 minutes north of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, so my husband owns his own business. I'm an accountant by trade, so I do his accounting too. And God bless my mom, because if she didn't help me with the daily stuff, I would not keep up at all. So, I have 3 children. I have a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So they keep me busy too. So needless to say, I don't have a whole lot of free time. So a lot of what I post in my VIP is definitely borrowed. I mean, I did dabble in a lot with Canva during the Black Friday and 12 Days of Christmas stuff, but for the most part, a lot of what I do is borrowed.
But you know what? I'm glad that you said that, because that's a great reminder that you don't have to go recreating the wheel. You know, so many stylists are so talented and love to make graphics and create stuff and have a little bit more time. Like I know, like Maria had said, hi. Like Maria had said,
that's my son Lucas.
And so some people have you know, some downtime at work
in a minute. Go to bed.
Want to, you know, play around with stuff like that. Other people just love to do it. So you never have to feel bad for having to borrow or like use other people's graphics. You don't have to do all of that yourself. So that's a great reminder, and I'm really glad that she shared that. So thank you for that, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Anything else you wanted to share?
I would say I'm like I said, I borrow a lot of the stuff. I just don't have time to create it myself. I work full time, so and then the kids are another full-time job, and plus one of the things that I found that the people have liked the most is, you know, the little pictures made out of nails and guessing how many nails are on there. They love that. And I mean, I don't necessarily always give away a free set or anything, but I'll do something little or some twosies, or I think I made a little tree out of the leftover little nail files that come in the sets. I made a little tree with that and a pusher, or no, a flower. I made a flower. But I just did something simple. And Andrea has been my biggest advocate. Between her and my twin sister, they're my biggest advocate. My twin sister's a nurse, and so the nurses at the hospital she works at love to wear them.
Aww.
But and they're actually able to wear them because it's real nail polish.
Oh, good.
So if it wasn't, they wouldn't be able to wear them. So
heard that.
That's been a plus. Other than that, I really don't have a whole lot.
No worries.
Because I am super excited. I'm like $25 away from making my 3rd jump start.
Yay!
So I'm hoping that by the end of the year.
Well,
hold on, can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah.
She's gonna make her 3rd jump start like 3 weeks early.
Say what?
She's gonna make her 3rd jump start like almost 3 weeks early.
That's amazing.
We trained 3 weeks early. She's been rocking it. Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm anxious for tomorrow.
Thank you, Andrea.
Because, oh my gosh, Renee and Jess, you guys are cracking me up. They're like over here cheersing. But in the past, the day after Christmas hasn't been on a weekend, and they had done like Valentine's stylist bundles, and I don't know what they've got planned, but I'm hoping that either I would think Valentine's Day, especially with all the backed up shipping, I think that this week we can hopefully, don't quote me because I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking that we're going to have another launch before the end of the month this week with Valentine's. I'm hoping, because in the past they've always done at least a bundle, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they have planned. And I'm being honest with that. They didn't actually tell me the details that I can't tell. I actually don't know, but we'll see what's coming. But hopefully.
I will say that I haven't had very many people jump on the buy 3 get 2 free thing.
Well, just remind people to, like I said, I had recommended in the group chat, if you offer to swap out their mystery set, whatever their free one is, with something else, because I know like a lot of girls just don't want to get stuck with something they don't like. If you offer to swap that out with something, if they don't like it, a lot of them are going to be more likely to jump on it. So that's just a recommendation.
I haven't had any takers yet, so I'm hoping maybe tomorrow when they get back to work, maybe they'll take
and this
something.
weekend's a busy weekend. People are tired.
Yeah,
people are spending
absolutely.
Christmas. So yeah, it's definitely a rough weekend, but we'll see what happens tomorrow and the rest of the week. And you hope everyone doesn't get the pregnancy test set. I don't think they're doing a retired set, Jess. So we'll see.
But on the buy 3 get 2, if you do the math, and if they were all $13 sets, that's 10 for the price of 6, which comes out to less than $8 a set. But if you do all $11 sets, that's a little over $6 a set. So
okay,
I mean, that's
a lot of math in
promote.
one setting for me, but it sounds like a good deal, whatever you said.
Yeah, yeah. And that's for the price of 6, whatever that 6 would be. But if they were all the 11s, it would of course be a better deal. But
yeah,
it's a good deal either way.
Awesome. Jan, if you want to type that math in the chat, because that went over my head immediately, then maybe we can all share it. But yeah, Jamie threw away her pregnancy test, and I was very sad because I told her I have a couple VIPs that would have actually bought that. Anyways, thank you. All right. Becky
welcome.
shared. Now Callie's in front of Angie. Angie, everyone keeps jumping in front of you. I don't know what's happening in these boxes, but it's like really weird. So, Callie.
Hello. Okay. I'm Callie. I'm a senior stylist. Gosh, I've been doing this since the end of June. I would say I just had my 6-month colorversary. And I had a good one earlier. Of course, it's not coming to me right now.
We can come back if you
No, it's okay. Well, and just recently, like I would say the past 2 months have really kind of spiked up for me. I've just became, of course, I've always been consistent, but I've pushed through it, the hard times, and just 3 times a day, if not more. I take care of I love to spoil my VIPs. I do give away a lot of free sets, and I think we've mentioned it in the chats too, to where, sometimes you twerk the winner. Because if it's somebody that hasn't tried Color Street necessarily, then I want them to have a free set. So they can always try a Tuesday, of course, but just it gets them 9 out of 10 people that I give sets to always come back.
Yes.
So I do give a lot of free sets away to book parties. And then this last deal, the buy 3 get 2, I did, they got a free one from me too. So it just enhanced it, which increased, I think, my PV 200 to 300 in the past 2 days.
That's a huge thing, ladies. I know a lot of I think the senior executive chat, they were talking about how there are girls that decided to up the deal, because it's normally buy 3 get 1 free. This weekend it's buy 3 get 2 free. If you add an extra set, it's buy 3 get 3 free, which is insane, which people are going to have a very hard time passing up. So
and the wording, we talk about wording. Wording is so, important too. And I think that's the catch for a lot of people. You buy 3, you're going to get 3 free. I mean, yeah, like you said, how can you pass that up?
Exactly.
So,
100%. And I just want to say, Callie, I think you said twerk the winner.
Twerk.
Tweak.
Twerk.
Oh my God, I was like, wait, why does that sound funny? And then I just thought of twerking. So, tweak the winner, twerk the winner.
Tweak. Thank you. Gosh, that word.
You can twerk them if you want.
Yes. But yeah, just being myself. And it came to me. I do a lot of interacting on I'm friends with all my VIPs. If you're in my VIP group and I really don't even know you because you've been added through a party, I add you as a friend, and I'm always trying to be interactive personally on their Facebook pages as well. So, I think that shows them that, it's more than just the business, and that you care, you're interested in their lives and, what's going on. I'm a mom of 5, so my baby's 8 months old and almost 9. Gosh. Yeah, life is crazy, but I have so much fun with this, and it gives me an outlet, and I get my lady time in because my socializing outside of being a mom is very slim to picking. So I just love this, and it's just having fun, and keeping up with my VIPs. Yeah.
And you're rocking it. Thanks, Cal.
Thank you. Thanks, Rachel.
Angie, for real, it's your turn. No one's jumped ahead of you. Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie's got the giggle, so be careful.
So I was actually Jamie's first recruit.
I know.
So that was fun. I started in July of 2019, and I'm a team leader.
And you are also Baby Yoda? Is that what you said, Baby Yoda?
I'm Baby Yoda because, so this year has been the Baby Yoda everything. Baby Yoda hat, Baby Yoda doll, Baby Yoda phone case, everything Baby Yoda.
I thought that these were elf ears or holly berry leaves. So if you wouldn't have explained that, I wouldn't have known. So.
So I have an only child that is just spoiled, I guess. My whole focus is on him. So he gets whatever he wants. But anyway, one of the things that really resonated with me this year was something, I forget who said it. Somebody said this during a training, and it was so profound. If you don't spoil your VIPs, someone else will.
Yep. I think it was probably Lindsay Coco.
So probably she's good. But so personal branding, games. I love doing games, and I love to spoil my VIPs. And it doesn't have to be just with free sets. It can be with anything. I think I sent so I get the Fit Fun box. And so there's always a ton of stuff in there, and half the stuff I don't use. So I save all of that.
I have one right here. I just got it yesterday.
Yes. They're so much fun. Those end up being a lot of my gifts.
For sure.
But so that's my biggest thing, is just to make sure that you spoil your VIPs and have fun with them.
100%. And I love how you added have fun, because I know I've had ladies reach out to me, especially during the pandemic, and just say that some of my Friday night girls night ins, GNIs are some of the most fun that they've had in a while. So spoiling them doesn't even have to be giving. It's just doing something fun for them, or offering something fun for them to do. Yes, exactly. So I love that.
One of the best gifts that you can give somebody is your time.
Yep.
So
all different love languages, time and quality time. 100%. Thanks, Angie.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at? Kara.
All right. Hey, so
I'm Kara. I have 4 kiddos, ages 9 to almost 16. I'm a stay-at-home mom and was a massage therapist at a cancer center and absolutely loved it. I became disabled after a difficult birth with my son. So I had pretty much just given up the thought of working anymore. I didn't think that it was really in the cards for me. I didn't see how it was possible. And so I fell in love with Color Street nails and just thought, I'll do this as a hobby. I'll enjoy this with 3 girls that I have. And I guess somewhere along the way, it just shifted for me. And I decided this is something I really like doing.
Yeah.
And it's something that I can do,
Mhm.
even with difficult pain days and that sort of thing. It's just something to keep my mind off of all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, and try to bring some positivity to others.
Yeah.
So
I love
I don't have a lot of, I guess, tips for people. I also have an art degree, so
Well, we love your graphics, and we thank you for always sharing your restock graphics.
Thank you. So I enjoy doing that kind of thing, and I've always been like a giver. So that's just I
And it's a free way to
enjoy.
give. You're not having to spend money to create those graphics, but
Exactly.
we are so thankful for it, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you.
Well, thank you. So I just love the sense of like community that this team has brought me. I'm sure everyone knows I had a little bit of a rough start with not knowing where I fit in on the team, or I just kind of had to teach myself everything.
Yeah, if you join with someone who then kind of goes MIA, and no one really knows that, yeah, it can be a little difficult. So we're glad that we've been able to.
Yeah. So, but ever since, reaching out to you about that and knowing that I have people like backing me, and just the team chat and everyone always being so supportive, I've received random gifts in the mail from ladies just like thinking of me, or just saying thanks for the restock graphics. Or the other day I was having a really hard day because my grandfather, it's been years, but he passed away on Christmas Eve. So Christmas is a really difficult time for me anyways, and I realized that I forgot stocking stuffers literally on Christmas Eve, and was running to the store and thought, I'll stop by my mailbox. And I opened my mailbox and there was one card in there, and someone had gifted me a set of nails, and it just was like perfect timing. So just the little things that make me feel like I'm a part of a community now, and ladies just kind of building me up and that sort of thing. It's just been incredible for me. So
That is what we
I'm
are.
just really thankful for it.
Well, we're thankful for you. Glad to have you, Kara. Thanks.
Thank you.
Tina?
Hi, I'm Tina O'Rourke. I was gone for a little bit during the video, so sorry. I had to take a call. I've been with Color Street for a little over a year. Like Cara, I was going to join basically just for the discount, and now I'm a team leader. Thanks to all you guys, because the support that you guys all give me is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I know it's my hard work that gets me there and my team that helps me out. I'm not sure if any of my team is on here, but the support that just everybody has given through this, horrible year is just amazing. And I love all you ladies for it. I feel like we're a Color Street family. I really do.
For sure.
And thank you all for it. As far as tips, this month I really don't have any because my sales are down so far. And just trying with this incentive that ends tomorrow night, and then trying something new afterwards. Just doing I told them that I scheduled my post to come out that I'm going out with the old and to bring in the new, a $9 every set, just to try to get rid of some of my inventory.
Yeah.
And but my VIPs, I schedule my post out every day. Every night I'm looking to make sure, okay, are you sure you have everything on there for, I post probably 4 times a day. And on the weekends is a little more, just because I know they're home and doing, can go on their phones or whatever a little bit more. I do games on the weekends, and they all decided that it would be to put in prizes instead of getting something, small, because I don't give huge prizes for each game. For each game, I put in something small into a bag, so it's my bag of gifts that I
Monthly
put
giveaway?
everybody's name on that wins at the end of the month, and
Okay.
my VIPs just go crazy over that. And it's usually the how many nails that I post every now and then, or is where are the nails, or if I get like if I can find something for the trivia or something like that, I'll do those as well. But they go crazy over the how many nails.
Yeah,
But,
and I like the VIP group fill the bag giveaway for games, because I've seen it as like every purchase adding an item to the bag, but I've never
Yeah.
seen it as every game winner you add an item to the bag. So that's an interesting spin on it. So I've got that down. I've got
yeah,
like
my VIPs absolutely think that's wonderful, because when they get the bag, it's, even if I spend $1 on each of the prizes, and there's, 8 gifts in there, it's, it's something worth getting instead of something for just $1.
yeah,
Or
and they
2.
didn't have to buy to get entered.
And I buy in bulk, so that's usually,
Yeah, or like the dollar section at Target, or like at the dollar.
exactly, in the Dollar Tree, wherever, something that is, nail related, or even fashion related, like a scarf I'll throw in there every now and then, or, cute pair of socks, stuff like that.
I love the socks.
And they absolutely love it. They think it's, great. I asked them a few months ago, do they want to change back or change anything on it? And they're like, no, let's keep this up. Everybody, especially everybody that won one of the prizes, thought it was fantastic.
Love it. Thank you, Tina. It looks like we've just got a couple people left, but before we move on, I'm going to do one more retired set giveaway, but it looks like Laura has joined us. Hi, Laura. Let me add your name to this. And then before we get off, how do you pick who wins? Draw a random winner from the winners. Seeing it done another way. Oh, Maria, I was talking about, like, a lot of people will do a fill the bag giveaway. Like, for every person that places a buy 3 get 1 order, their name will be entered to win a fill the bag giveaway. And for every order placed, they'll put something little in the bag. So like if 10 people ordered that month, there would be 10 little items in it, and everyone who ordered is entered to win. But she's doing it, Tina's doing it as like everyone who won a game, or every time someone wins a game, she's putting a prize in the bag. And then Tina, are you doing just all the winners are entered? All the winners throughout the month are entered to win that?
Yeah, it's the win. Each person that wins the game, their name is entered on the wheel, and I just do a wheel.
Very cool. Love it. Okay, I'm just entering Laura's name, and then I think I'm good to do another winner. Okay, let's do another winner for a retired set. You can see. I can't read backwards. Krista! Yay, Krista. Krista's our next winner of a retired set. Congrats, Krista. Awesome. Okay, it looks like we've got just a few that haven't gone yet. And I want to take a picture too before we all jump off. So thanks for everyone that stuck around. Laura, looks like you are up next, I believe. Laura, if you want to share anything, if you want to introduce yourself, Laura, or like share a business tip or something that you have loved about the business so far, that's what we've been doing so far. I don't know if you're on with us.
I don't have anything exciting to say.
Well, Laura just recently, I have something exciting to say. Laura just recently hit senior stylist, so yeah.
Yes, I am. Yay.
That's exciting. So, Laura, do you want to share something that you've loved about the business so far, or a business, something that's helped you this year on your business, or something that's gone well?
Just a little bit of everything. I mean, I am not a girly girl kind of person, and
We've talked about that tonight. Renee has shared she's not a makeup person or a hair person, and
no, not at all. And so this is actually, I mean, with 3 boys running around and a husband, I mean, I'm cars and trucks and tractors and all that, and not any time for me. So this has actually kind of given me that time. And I mean, I was never one that would go to the salons because they wouldn't last. I mean, I'd get pedicures, but manicures don't ever last. So once I discovered these, and I can keep them on, and so yeah, I was kind of hooked, and here we are. It's been a little over a year, and yeah, senior stylist, and I wish my sales were a little better right now, but hey, we're chugging along.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's been spending on Christmas, just like I'm sure all of you have. I know I have been spending way too much on Christmas. So normal, like when I'm seeing sales on other stuff that I would normally buy, I'm like, oh, I probably don't need that right now. So,
exactly.
Yeah, December is usually a slower month, and even January. But we do have like Valentine nails that are always coming at least in January, if not the end of December. So hoping those come. And then we might be doing a mega party with Nail Vibes Nation at the end.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
January too. So kind of like the Christmas in July, but we do like, I don't know, winter theme or Valentine theme. So I don't know any details about that yet. I just know Danielle and I and Mandy, we've talked about doing that at the end of January, because January is a slow month usually. So I'll let you know when I know.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Laura. Danielle, I know you said that you that you're newer and you didn't have anything. What did you say? You didn't have anything to share. Danielle, do you want to share anything or introduce yourself at all?
I'm very, very new. I just started, I think, in October under Vanessa Mercado. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really been working the business like I should. I'm stay-at-home mom with 2 kids, one homeschooling, of course. So it gets kind of hectic around here. But one thing that I really loved about the business is you really can do it in your own time, and you get out of it what you put into it. Once I started working it and actually like taking that step to ask people to have a party, 2 out of 3 people said yes.
Awesome.
So, it's just getting up the courage to do it.
Yep, exactly.
Basically.
Well, I'm glad that you've gotten up the courage to ask, because that's a huge deal.
Yeah. And thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Good. I'm so glad. Thanks, Danielle. And I think Christy, I think you are our last one tonight. If you're still with us. Christy, are you with us still? Maybe not.
I am, but it's kind of messing with me.
You what?
It was kind of messing with me. My phone wouldn't work.
Got it.
Did you guys see in the chat where I was telling you guys about the little craft bag?
Craft bag. Hold on. Craft bag. Congrats. I'm behind in the chat.
Oh, it's okay. But basically, one of my kind of big ideas was to go to Walmart and get it was like $2 and like 35 cents maybe.
Okay.
For the little craft bags.
Okay.
And I got 100 of them. And I just put a business card, a Tuesday, a cuticle pusher, a mini file, and a nail prep pad in there, and I just hand those out. And half the time, I always, take the Tuesday and the nail pad out, and I kind of show them this is how you do it. And after that, I get quite a few sales from that just alone.
Yeah, for sure. Always having samples. That's one of my favorite things is that our business is portable. So like always having samples with you, always carrying, a handful of our best sellers or something current for the season. Like, before I was carrying some Christmas sets as well as other popular sets, because we really do have what can be a portable business. So carrying samples and being able to, show people how to do it is a huge game changer.
Right.
Thanks, Christy.
It
No
wasn't
problem.
long after I had started selling as I ran home to feed my dog at lunchtime and then ran to the bank because we call it the biscuit god. He knows that when that thing comes down, there's a biscuit out there. So I have a big boxer, so he's on my shoulder drooling. And I went to put the thing in, and the woman who was the teller was like, "Are those?" And I'm like, "Color Street?" She's like, "Yes, I need some."
Aww.
And do you have them with you? And I'm like, "No, I'm on my lunch break, but when do you get off of work? I'll be back."
Yes.
And I just am amazed at how quickly people recognize the product.
For sure. Yeah. If you obviously we're walking billboards with our nails, but then if you carry something like I'm trying to remember, Andrea, did you win one of those bags from me once upon a time that's like a display bag?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So those, or like your business bag that say Color Street, or anything that says Color Street, basically, like recently I found like $3 keychains on Etsy. I have a lanyard that says like Color Street, and then like nailblingwithrachelchristine.com, like anything that screams I'm a Color Street stylist. People will notice it if they know what it is, or if they notice your nails. Obviously they'll ask you about your nails if they don't know what it is.
I wear my Color Street masks all the time. People are like, "You sell that?" Yes.
Yes, and if you have it with you, if you carry sets with you, you can make sales on the spot from
Right.
total strangers. And if you bring samples with you everywhere and you put them on people, you can make samples on the spot. Like I used to work at a golf course and I bartended, and when there were women, like when golfers would have yeah, there you go, Andrea. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
When they would have their wives in, we would just start chatting, and I would compliment their nails, and then of course after I compliment theirs, they would compliment mine, and then we would chat about it, and then I'd go grab a sample and slap one on, and then buy a set just sitting there at the bar. So yeah, you got to just have them with you, and put on you, be a billboard, and people will ask. So I love that. Thank you. Well, ladies, let's go ahead and take a picture if you want to, like, I don't know, pose in your outfit, or like show us your nails or something. I should have done this at the beginning when because I know some people had to hop off. I know some people don't have their video on, but if you want to be in our picture, I would love to take a team pic here. So I'm going to hold up. Ooh, I'll show off my ring and my nails. All right, here we go, everybody. If you're going to be in our picture, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me see how that was. And I'll share this in our team chat too. I think everyone's eyes are open. Yep. Anyone else want to get one? Did anyone want one on their own phone that missed it?
I got one already.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. And if you want a free set, a retired set, that'll be coming from me. So Becky, Jan, and Krista. And hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. And I will be sharing this recording in the group chat too. And then I took notes of all the tips. So thank you all for sharing stuff that has helped, because I'm going to share it with the team, and hope everybody else can get something out of it too.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. I don't even remember how to end this. Here we go. End meeting for all.